Hi there, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Ilona, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through a super energizing morning yoga routine. This is sure to help you connect with your breath and find some stillness at the start of the day, but also to really uplift you and make you feel great for whatever you're doing later on. We will start in a low kneeling position. So join me on your yoga mat and gently close the eyes down. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose. You could take one hand on the heart and one on the belly if that helps you to connect with your breathing. Fill the body with breath as you inhale through the nose. Exhale out from the belly first, then the chest. And a few more. And if you want to, you could set some kind of intention here for your yoga practice or for what you would like to intend for your day. Imagine that prana, that energy coming in with each inhale. And feel the exhales helping you let go of everything you don't need. And then from here, bring the hands down to the thighs, and we'll simply drop the right ear over towards the right shoulder. Feel that stretch down the left side of your neck. Maybe tilt the chin towards your shoulder too. Finding a gentle stretch down the side of the neck. And then you can switch sides. And then gently bring the head back to center. Come into a high kneeling position. You can tuck your toes under if you want to. Maybe take your knees wider apart for some stability. And then we're going to take the right hand to the right hip. Lift the left arm up, take it overhead, and then find a gentle side bend. Think more about lengthening and lifting than you are about curling over into a C shape. So feel that space growing down the left side of your body. Take a full breath into the left side ribs. Exhale fully. And again. And then inhale once more. And on your exhale, you're just going to slowly switch sides. So bringing the left arm down onto your hip and then inhaling to lift the right arm up into the ceiling. Reach those fingers high and then see if you can find a gentle side bend. Breathe space into the right side of the rib cage this time. Keeping the hips square all the time. And then on your next exhale, bring the hand down. And then from there, keeping the left knee bent and the toes tucked under, you're going to take the right foot out to the side. So straightening the right leg out. And then take your right hand gently to the thigh. And then you're going to come into that same side bend position. So lifting up through the left side body, reaching the fingers high. Keep breathing into the space where you feel the stretch. And one more deep breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly and carefully bring your left hand down on your left side, keeping the right leg extended, and then lift your right arm all the way up and over and stretch all the way down the right side of the body. Look down at the hand if that's better for your neck. And then really enjoy that space being created all the way down the side of your body. And one more full breath. And as you exhale, come slowly and carefully out of the pose, and we will change over to the other side. So this time taking your left leg straight out to the side, maybe adjust the position of your right knee slightly if you need to, and we'll start by bending over towards the left leg. So reaching with those right fingers up and over, creating space again. Keep drawing the belly in towards the lower spine. And on your next exhale, you are going to keep the left leg where it is, and then gently drop down over towards the left side and find that long body stretch all the way down the left side of your body this time. Again, you can look down at the hand if you want to. Close your eyes, maybe even drop the head. Really enjoy this fun, playful stretch all the way down the side of your body. And on your next exhale, you can come gently and slowly out. And we will make our way straight over into a tabletop position. And then really spread the palms, spread all 10 fingers as wide as they can go, and rotate the elbow creases forwards towards the top of the mat. And then with an exhale, you're going to lift the knees and sit back onto the thighs, imagining that you could glue the thighs and the lower belly towards one another. So take a deep breath here. Exhaling, keep that strength in your arms and your lower legs, the whole of your legs actually. And on your next exhale, keeping the body in the same position that it's in, you are just going to begin taking the legs towards straight. And feel that juicy stretch down the backs of the legs as your whole back is really extended. And you can walk out the knees, bending one knee and then the other. And as you're ready, we are going to roll forward into a plank pose, continuing to move as we breathe out, come down and through into upward facing dog. If this is too much for you, you could come down onto the mat and just take a low cobra, but if you can, coming up into an upward facing dog with the toes tucked under, so keeping the toes tucked under the whole time, and then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and out, and then on your next inhale, we'll do that once again. Inhaling, come forward to plank, and then as you exhale, keep dropping down by bending the elbows halfway, and then curl upwards into upward facing dog. So this is a regular vinyasa, but just with a little bit more fluidity in the movement. And then as you breathe out, push back, downward facing dog. And then one more time, inhaling, roll forward, exhale, come down, halfway down, inhale, scoot forward, upward facing dog with the toes tucked under. See if you can take a deep breath into the chest, exhale, push back, downward facing dog. And then once again, you can walk out the heels. And then when you're ready, inhale to lift the right leg high, reach the foot high. Engage the core as you step forward between the hands with the right foot. Okay, if you need a couple of steps forward. And then with your next breath in, engage through the legs and come up into a high crescent lunge. And on your next exhale, bring the hand down on the back of the left leg. And take a gentle twist here. And then inhaling, come forward, back into your crescent lunge. And then from here, as we exhale, we're going to step forward into a warrior three. So bring control into your right leg, and as you exhale, float forward into warrior three. So that's a balance with all the strength in your right leg, keeping the hips square, trying to create a straight aeroplane shape with your body. And then inhale, come up. So bringing the leg all the way up as you bring the torso to upright and hug the right knee into the chest. And then you're going to cross the right leg over the left, ready for an eagle pose. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you have a hard time balancing, but you can also come into the full pose by bending down through the left leg and then crossing left arm over right to find eagle arms. And come down as low as you can. See if you could even touch the elbows to the knees. And then on an inhale, you can come out and we'll step back into the lunge for a moment. And then as you exhale, step all the way back to downward facing dog. And then as you're ready, inhale, right leg up towards the ceiling. Engage the core, step between the hands. Inhale, come up, crescent lunge, really strong through the back leg. And then we'll take that gentle twist with an exhale over towards the right side. And then we'll take that gentle twist over towards the left side. And with an inhale, come back up, crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, practice that float once again up into warrior three, flexing or pointing the toes, finding that strength through the left leg. And then inhale to bring the left knee into the chest. And then if you choose to, you can join me for eagle pose, bending down through the right knee, crossing right arm over left this time, and squatting down as low as you can in the legs. And keep bringing that deep, energizing breath into the body. And on an exhale, you can unwind. Bring both feet hip-width distance apart this time, just in a regular standing pose, and we will gently and slowly fold over the legs. And then you can just take a gentle sway from side to side. And then when you're ready, come back down to a kneeling position. Connecting with your breath for a moment. And then from here, tuck the toes under. Grab onto the backs of the heels or take your hands to the lower back. And then from here, we're going to take the hands to the lower back to support the lower back and inhale to come up into a high kneel with the toes tucked under. So the first level of the pose we're going to do, camel pose, is that you just open the chest forward, keeping the tailbone tucking down, finding space and openness in the front body, and then breathing deeply there with the chin tucked into the chest. If this is enough for you, stay here in terms of a back bend. If you want to take it a little bit deeper, then you can take the hands onto the backs of the heels, and as you inhale, press the pelvis forward and open the back out. So opening the chest forward, keep the belly hugging into the spine, and make sure not to push it too far. You might be like here and still be feeling a stretch across the chest and the hip flexors. That's fine. Just take it to the point that feels good for you. And then we'll take a couple more energizing breaths into the chest and the whole of the front body. If you can't breathe in the pose that you're in, then that's a sign you need to take it back slightly, find a simpler version, and reconnect with your breathing. And then from here, Make your way slowly out of the pose, sinking down onto your heels, and come back down into a low kneeling position, and then we can just round the spine slightly to counterpose the camel pose. Breathe into the back body, and then straighten yourself back up and find a comfortable low kneel on your mat. And we'll take a few deep breaths here. Feel how breathing deeply and focusing on your breath is the most energizing thing you could possibly do. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, bow your head slightly, and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this yoga practice and that you had some fun. If you did enjoy it, please leave me a comment and tell me what you thought and what you would love to see next. Please also like this video and subscribe to see more. I post a new yoga video every single weekend on Saturday at 10 AM. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.